Hi everyone, this is Balázs from RacingBrick. Retailers have today revealed a whole bunch of LEGO Technic sets for 2024. We take a closer look at them and check out all the novelties. Surprisingly, these sets are only expected to be released in March, not in January. Space seems to be a big thing next year, as there are a couple of sets on this theme, but let's start with the others first. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, I would love to reach 200,000 by Christmas. If you click on the subscribe button, you will feel good, I will be happy, and you will see lots of interesting LEGO videos around here. The first one will be an exclusive detailed presentation of some of the sets you see here today, so stay tuned. So, the first on the list is the 42169 NEOM McLaren Formula E race car. We don't know the official pricing yet, but according to the retailer who published it, the RRP will be €53. For that amount, we get 452 parts and a car that has panel fairings everywhere. This one in the front seems to be brand new. It looks like the previous 5x13 curved panel, but in a narrower version, 3 modules here and only one here. The logo here says it's a pullback set, but interestingly there's a hand of God steering knob on the back of the box. It should be removable, as it's not seen in other photos, and that is perhaps the most interesting feature. Pullback sets are usually not steerable for a reason, because if you release them you certainly can't steer. So how is that supposed to work? I'm not sure, but I'm hoping you can somehow lock the steering for pullback action and unlock it for manual play. Nice that there are different wheels front and rear, that seems to be a good basic setup. Next up is the 42170 Kawasaki Ninja H2R motorcycle. This set also uses the different fairings from previous years and it looks pretty convincing. The scale is the same as the Ducati Panigale V4R, but the price has increased compared to 2020, which will be €80 for 643 pieces. If we look at the back of the box, this model will also have a 2-speed gearbox. I wonder if the new parts introduced in the larger Yamaha motorcycle will also be used here. Other than that, there are no extra features. The biggest difference from the Ducati seems to be the molded plastic windshield, which was soft plastic on the Ducati. I like the brick-built exhaust and the many pipes, but the fairing also looks more detailed than on the previous model. The other 4 sets are all related to space. They have a common design with the space logo on the side of the boxes. I'm curious to see if this will extend to other themes next year. Let's start with the very special one, the 42179 Planet Earth and Moon in Orbit. So, this is an array, and I think we've seen a few of these as custom builds or on LEGO ideas, but I don't think any of them was based purely on Technic. The Sun and Earth are definitely new pieces. The hemispheres are connected with Technic pins. There is a crank on the side to set the whole thing in motion. This ring here has stickered months, and the smaller grey ring has the moon phases, both with the gold bionicle tooth as an indicator. It has a lot of gears. I really wonder if we have something new in there. The printing of the Earth is a bit odd. Apparently LEGO didn't even try to print the poles around those axle holes. I like the idea. It's refreshing to see something unusual and also with a lot of mechanisms and gears inside. I wonder if people will like this Technic only build, or if they might prefer something where the Technic internals are covered with system parts to be more attractive. As I mentioned in the video, you can expect a more detailed introduction of some space-related sets, so for the following 3 releases I will mainly focus on the new or interesting pieces and some solutions. The first is the 42178 Surface Space Loader LT78. A 435-piece set for €35, and the biggest novelty can already be seen on the front of the box: light grey tires. These don't appear to be brand new, but rather a recolor, but I can't remember the last time LEGO made tires that weren't black. The back of the box shows the functionality of the set. It seems like a lot given the size and the number of pieces. The color scheme is unusual, and I believe this shade of orange is new for Technic. There's also a special piece highlighted in this corner, and I can only speculate about that. Other sets have this piece too. This is not new, by the way. It was already used in the recent City Space sets. I think this indicates a compatibility between the sets equipped with these parts. We can expect City, Technic, and maybe even more space-themed sets to connect, which is a very unique and promising feature. Here is a close-up photo of this special part in this set. On these 2 photos you can see the different positions the loader can make. The next, much bigger set is the 42180 Mars Crew Exploration Rover, a 6th-wheeled beast inspired by NASA Mars rover concepts. 1,590 pieces, €150. On the back of the box you will find lots of accessories and functions. There really is a lot going on here. Just a short list: rotating crane, ramp at the rear, extendable wheelbase, pendular suspension, detailed interior, and again, compatibility with other space sets. The smaller sphere, which was the Earth in the other set, is white here. You can also see the return of the portal axle housing that was last seen in the Tumbler 2 years ago. The last one is the 42181 VTOL heavy cargo spaceship LT81. This set has 1365 pieces and it costs €100. It has a compatible airlock and pretty interesting functionality with rotating thrusters, extendable legs and a grabber for the cargo. It will be pretty cool to see it in action. There's even a small rover in the cargo box, and as you can see, that's a quite big spaceship. So folks, that's the first round of information about the March 2024 Technic sets. I promise there will be much more coming soon. Until then, please let me know what you think of the new space product family or the other Technic sets. Let's talk about it in the comment section. If you enjoyed this video, then please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe with notifications as there will be more LEGO videos coming soon. See you next time, bye bye.